Okay, so I saw this on Twitter recently, and dualipa to 60 minutes on her music not being overly personal is something that I just naturally hold back. Some people are just so ruthless with their own private life that they decide to put it all in a song because they know that it's going to attract people's attention. For me, it was always important to make music that people really love, not because I was putting someone out on blast, not because I'm doing it for the clickbait at maybe someone else's expense. So some people thought this was maybe shaded Taylor Swift, I don't know, and some people think that she doesn't write her songs and that's what she's saying this, which, I mean, I don't know either. She has writing credits, but there have been some artists in the industry that kind of force their way into writing credits and they don't write their songs. Not saying that she did that, I'm just saying that's been done in the industry. And so I kind of just wanted to ask you guys, is it important for you to have artists writing really personal songs and about their experiences and really digging deep in that way? Or are you fine with them not really doing that and just making fun music that you can enjoy and you don't really have to think about on a deeper level? Because I've talked about songwriting isn't important for artists to write their music and stuff like that, but I never really kind of like went into this way about it. I mean, my thoughts on this, I prefer there to be something personal about the songs that they write. I think it just makes it more relatable, and even if I can't directly relate to it, I think that it just makes it more interesting to listen to people kind of talk about their experiences and all that stuff. And even if they're just like making something up about experience they haven't even been through, surely people have been through that. So I think it's just more interesting from that perspective. But Paul McCartney, one of my favorite songwriters, most of his music I wouldn't say is personal, actually. Most of the time I feel like he's just writing a song to write a song and he's good at storytelling. But he has had some personal stuff, you know, with Let It Be, for example. He wrote a song called Maybe I'm Amazed about his wife, Linda. So he's had personal songs kind of talking about, you know, what he's been through and stuff like that. But a lot of his stuff is just really great songs in general. So I prefer for artists to have personal songs and to kind of dig deep in that way, but it's not technically necessary. I mean, there's plenty of albums I love that are really personal. Mariah Carey's Butterfly is a great example. You know, she divorces Tommy Mottola and she was basically just writing about that and what she was going through at her life in the time. And then there's albums I like where they're not really necessarily that personal. It's just a great album to listen to overall. So I think it kind of just depends what you're looking for, but there's plenty of albums that are great and that are personal, and there's plenty of albums that are great that aren't. But I don't know, I think having substance in the music in some way is kind of beneficial, but it's all about making a good song at the end of the day. If you can make something that people are going to listen to 30, 40 years to come, I think that that's the most important and everything. But yeah, there's something there. I mean, Dua Lipa's last album, I think, was really disappointing. You know, I did a whole review on my main channel, Anastasia 25, and you can watch that if you want to see my in-depth thoughts on that. But I don't know. I don't think in what she's saying here that this is always true. I don't think that everyone's just trying to basically exploit their personal life in their music and stuff like that. Sometimes they just need it to be cathartic and just write something to kind of get out that pain or whatever they went through. Do I think some people do that? Yes. Is it always wrong? No. Because, hey, let's make the music interesting and something to kind of, you know, go listen to. After everything that happened in Ariana's life in the Sweetener era, she came back and she did Thank You Next, the song. You know, she was naming her exes and people were just, you know, waiting at bated breath to see what she was going to say about that situation. Same thing with her new album, Eternal Sunshine. I think with the new album, it was a little bit different. And even with Thank You Next, I feel like it's always kind of been, for the most part, with respect. And yeah, I think it obviously depends on the circumstances and stuff like that. But I think that there's so much good that can come out of personal music and everything. And I don't necessarily think that it's just about, you know, the exploitation of other people in that way. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you like personal music? Do you not? Does it depend the kind of mood you're in and all that stuff? And we can continue that. And yeah, I was listening to something on Apple the other day. Amazing catalog. So yeah, we'll continue that conversation down below in the comments.